Everybody, it's Santhini from Sannie Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I don't have my decoration out today, and the reason is it's threatening to storm over here, so I need to get this video out and uploaded. Okay, so but you do know that today is my day to do the hashtag October 2024 challenge, and I am on week number 2, and we are doing 8 ideas for embellishments. Okay, so if you look at the roundup, okay, we are done with week 1. We are done with today is the last of week 2 from the collaborator point of view. So you would have already had 6 ideas coming through from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then today it's myself and Kirstin, okay, for embellishments, right? So that's basically it. Later on I might go through some of the ways in which you can stand a chance to get some nice items. Okay, so if you want to find out more about the collaboration, please go and watch our launch videos, because we explain everything out there. And then we also have it all over our Facebook groups, right? So, but what I can tell you is that these kits are still on a 30% off from Crafty Dragon Creations, as well as Creative Paper Artisan, their shops. Okay, so go and grab yourself a kit, but remember that we also post freebies every Sunday. So you would have gotten 4 freebies from me, like you would have got with the rest of the collaborators as well. Okay, so 9th of October, which is today, I want to say hi and hugs to Judy Fenter, Christine Skinner, and Clarice Vivian Lombard. Okay, and thank you ladies for commenting, and thank you for watching my videos. So I've got 3 embellishment ideas today, and I hope I'm well prepared. And I've already ate 2 embellishment ideas. One would have been titled Friday freebie, last week's Friday freebie, okay, and then this week would have been the idea book one, but they all fit into the theme of this book over here. Okay, then the other thing I want to disclose is that I saw that there were many people that were quite excited about my binding method. Unfortunately, I had to change my binding method. A reason is that what I was looking for, I couldn't find it at my supplier, so I had to change my binding method. All right, but you still, if you are following me, then you are still going to be using the pages as they are, like that. Okay, so this one here was part of my Friday freebie. All I did differently is that I stamped on it. Okay, I stamped, and I stamped again, and I colored. Whereas the one that I showed you on Friday freebie was you know, you already have the images of here. So here is all my images that I managed to stamp, and then I used some color pens, and I used some color pencils in order to be able to color these 2 over here. All right, and then I made a card. So you'll find some washi. That is where I was working on what to do with my binding, and then when I realized that I didn't have exactly what I needed for it, and I went to go check, they didn't have it in stock, so I'm changing up my binding method over there. All right, so that's the one. And then the other one that we did on Monday was taking packaging, and then I made a little like a booklet. Okay, all right, so today's ideas are as follows. I did not sew all the pages as yet. As I work on them, I will sew them. So let's look at today's ideas. Right, so I hope you are well, ladies, and I know I just got into it, but you know me, very slow crafter, and for the most part I don't edit videos. I do speed up certain parts, but I don't edit my videos. So I wanted to, you know, I'm trying to work fast. Okay, so I've got a page. Now, I can give you a clue. My binding method is going to come up until somewhere 1 inch in, 1 inch into the page. So I must be mindful about the fact that when I'm working with the pages, I must put them more towards the you know, the edge of the page, whether it be the left page or the right page. So I think for this year we can do some stenciling. Just pulling out some stencils over here that we can use. Yeah, so ladies, I just want to let you know you need to comment on these videos, eh? You need to comment on them, because that will, you know, give you a chance, right? So man, I should have taken this out. Did I not use this, or was I such a good girl I put it back? I don't know. And yes, I was sucking on a sweet. It's done and toasted. Okay, so these are like autumn leaves, maple leaves. I'm just going to add it over there, and then I am going to use whatever colors I have over here. They are not distress inks. I can use distress inks, but these are lying on my table. I say use it. Did I take orange? Yes, I did. I was like, did I take an orange? Did I take an orange, you know, one that's orangey, marked orange? Yep, I did. So just adding some stenciling there, and this is going to be a rather bright color. Let's see how we're going to do with that. I think I've never tied this on. I'll give you the color now. I'll give you the name of the color. Oh, come on, Santhini. Can you just find yourself a green? Is it some... Oh, could you believe that? Can you believe it? Can you believe it, ladies? I'm sorry. There's the green. There's the green. What is this color called? Shady Lane. Shady Lane. So, it is a pretty dark green. So, I'm going to check how it's going to work. Do we have anything to put it on to? Not really, but we can always try and find something, right? On the desk, So let's see. Yeah, okay. Cool bananas. The weather is changing here. Ladies in Florida, how are you doing? I've been hearing the reports of, you know, y'all's crazy, insane weather. And before you can recover from one, the next tornado is coming along, or has it come along already? So my prayers do go out to you, ladies, and I do hope that your family and you, all of you, are going to be safe. And you know, we are praying for you over here. I live in Gauteng in South Africa. Please pray for me as well. We are waiting for rain, and it hasn't come about as yet. So we haven't had rain for maybe the last, I don't know, from, I would say from April. I'm looking for a color for a brush, and I can't find it because I'm busy chatting away. Yeah, so we didn't have rain from April, and I mean, that is our weather pattern over here in Gauteng. Okay, so but it's getting a bit drastic now, so also pray for us that we get some rain. Oh, that's dark. I forgot how dark this color is. I'll give you the name of it. Oh, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. What color is this? Is it fallen leaves or pine cone? Gorgeous. I love that color. All right, so we are done doing that now. And then I swore I will clean my stencil up a little later on. So let's just put it in there. And then I've got like little notes what I want to do over here. Right, so on this one over here, I want to, you see, on naughty, I was supposed to do something which I didn't do. But I am going to try and make a plan. Right, so I used the circles in the kit. So these are the circles in the kit. And I then went and used my die, okay, my circle die, and I cut out a circle to match that size there. Okay, I like that. And then this one, I know there's 3, so something's missing. Okay, so I'm going to show that to you with that. Okay, and I've already made one over here. Then this one here is I think it's which craft do you do, if I'm not mistaken? Her tabs. Can't remember the real kit. It's the one with all the rulers and everything in it. So all I'm going to do is I am going to score this and on the line, and then I'm going to fold it in. So I hope I'm going to score it straight. Well, depends whether I cut it straight. Hey, oh. Did you see what I did? Well, as I mentioned, always fun and games in this craft room. So right, there we go. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, there's the third piece. I need that as well. Right, so what I need to also do over here now is, where's my scoring tool? Oh, come on. Right, if I don't put it back, then I won't find it when I want to use it right now again. Right, so what I want to do over here is that I want to cut a little smaller inch, okay, a slightly smaller circle than the one that I have over here, but I want to cut it on the fold. So let's say if my punch worked. I'm going to try this punch because this is also 1.5 inches. Yeah, so yeah, I'm looking outside my craft room and I've got an apricot tree and I'm on the 2nd floor, and this apricot tree is taller than the building and it is swaying in the wind. All right, so I'm going to try it. Okay, but my punch did not work. My punch didn't work, so I had to use a die. But if you have a 1.5 inch punch or so, you can get away with this. And what I'm going to do is, you can see I've got the fold over there. I'm going to try with this one here, and I'm going to line up the paper, but I'm not going to allow it to touch the edge of the punch, meaning, can you see that little gap there? Okay, just give me a second. My son is calling me, probably because the weather is changing. Okie dokie, yes. He came to say that got some towels in the line, but they are actually under shelter. So I'm going to try it with this here to see. Oh, I could. It was this punch there that was a problem. But even on this, it was a bit of a struggle. I probably won't do it again that way. But I'm just doing it that way because we're on camera or we're on video. But these the die I brought as well while I was chatting to my son, and that is about 1.5. But okay, so I brought the wrong size. No, it's right, because that is more than 1.5. Okay, so let me put it, yep, with all the rest of the dies. Right, so you can see, if you look at it, when it opens out, it opens like that. Then you'll need a paper clip, and this magically landed on my desk. And you can see that the 1.5 inch just fits onto this paper clip over here. So obviously, if you're using a larger paper clip, then you would need a larger circle in a circle. Right, so what you're going to now do is you're going to take some good glue, you know, and all you're going to do is you are going to put that glue on, right? And I put the longer part in the front, and then I'm going to line up my my circle, the image, making sure that the image is not going to be crooked. Okay, but you know me, it can even be crooked, right? So can you see that? I could have gone with a bigger circle as well. I could have gone with a bigger circle, right? So that's that. And then what I'm going to do on this side is I'm going to put more of the wet glue on this side here, like that. And I'm going to take this. Now, this is pretty sturdy cardboard. Okay, and here I'm not really worried. Not really worried on in terms of, you know, what's the right side, what's the wrong side. Doesn't really faze me. Right, so that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to now leave that to dry a little bit. Okay, let's just, before we leave it to dry, let's add this. Now, the only reason I'm adding this is because you can see that gap is open over there. Well, I don't like that gap being open. Okay, so I am just going to add this here over there. And you don't need to. You don't have to at all. In fact, the videos that I saw didn't have it like that. But I just want to do it like that. Okay, so it's not a necessity. It's a want, not a need. So I'm going to actually put that down there. And try and line it up. And what I like about it, it does look like the pumpkin is wearing a hat. So that looks pretty cool like that. Okay, like that. Right. So it reminds me of the pumpkin wearing a hat. So I put it on the top. Right. So while we are doing that now, I want to choose. And I think I'm going to go with that image for that pumpkin over there. And I am going to see... I do believe that this is too long. It is a bit too long for this page. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trim it off. Now, I could have trimmed it off when you were not around, but I thought, you know, I'll keep you. And I think these are too wide for me, too narrow, coming too narrow. So that's the way I'm going to trim it off. Okay, I'm going to trim off some over there. Not a lot, just a little, a tad bit. Yes, I like that shape much better. Okay, so ladies, if you know, we all have different tastes, and that is the beauty of life. We all have different tastes. So if, for example, something in the kit or kits doesn't suit you, and I can say this, you know, without making it sound like in any way putting down the kits, okay? Because I am a digital designer myself. If anything in people's kits don't appeal to you, oh, you know, that's the beauty of it. That is when you have the opportunity to turn it around. Turn it around and make it your own. That's when you add the twist in it. Because remember, when people design, they're designing for so many different tastes, okay? And not everyone has the same taste. So not every single piece of, you know, not everything will appeal to you. So this is your opportunity to say, I don't really like that. Let me just change it a little bit, or whatever the case may be. And go for it. Change it. Just going to bring out walnut stain. And I think what I want to do is I want to use that color there. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I just want to put, if I can help it, that single piece of, you know, the single maple leaf. I just want to use that single maple leaf, and hopefully I'll get it right over here. Yes, I love it. Okay, so that's it. That is what I've done there. I like it. Okay, so that's it. And then it just ties in with the page as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this there, and I hope that now my tag is going to fit in, because guess what? I didn't check it out. I did not check it out, whether it's going to fit in there or not. Come on, I know you want to fit in there. So why are you making it difficult? Right, so it's going to fit in there, and it's like a hidden paper clip. But yeah, so let's see. Yes, perfect. It's going to fit in there. Now, if you want to, the bottom part, if you're worried that you're going to see it, then just ink it up like this. You know, like this. So the paper, the cardboard that I used was packaging, and it has autumn colors on it, so I'm cool like that. Just want to see whether, yeah, that side is fine, that side is fine. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I am going to add it on now. Now what you can do is you could, let's put it a little bit more to this side. And I'm not putting it down straight because I just want to make sure that I'm covering enough. Come on. You know what, ladies, can I be honest with you? Okay, I wouldn't use the scalloped punch, wouldn't. Okay, the reason is the scallop is the one that's giving the problem. All right, so let's change it up. Let's take, oh, did it stick? I'm gonna take that out and use this one here, right? This on it, because I think the scallops are causing it to get caught. Right, did you notice how I'm putting my tag towards this side? Or it could also be that my tag is too thin. There we go, like that. Now, doesn't that look lovely? I love it. Okay, so love the colors working nicely together. Maple leaves, pumpkins. So I'm liking that there. Right, so that's number one. So what I did with this one over here is that I took these, what do you call these here? These specimen cards. And where that line is over there, I actually didn't fold it. I cut it down the middle there. Right, so for example, I put my ruler like that, and hopefully I have a pencil with me, but I don't believe I do. So I'm going to use a pen, and where that little notch is on both sides, I cut it down like that. Okay, like that. Then I took my scissors like this, and I cut it off like that, following the line. And then what I did is I took out the notches like this. Okay, each knot I took it out like that. Okay, so then I used I'm not going to take out all the notches because I've already prepared one for you, but I just want to show you what I did. Then I took my little sport over here. You can take your bigger one, it doesn't really matter. And then I cut the outside off, I mean the inside out, like this. Yeah, okay, come on Santhini, come on, you got this. Because I used a smaller ruler, I don't have a smaller ruler with me. Cut it there, turned it, cut it here. And I'm really eyeballing it because I can't really see where the edges are to stop. And did the same on this side. Now what you can do is you can make a point where the edges stop, like make a little dot over there or something. Okay, to do that. Now I wasn't too concerned because the edges are rounded in this, which means that either I go back with a pair of scissors, which I'm going to do now, and cut it. Okay, so you're wondering why didn't I make the cross in the middle? Now I could have, really I could have, but guess why I didn't? because if I made the cross in the middle, I would have lost this square. Okay, so if you're a very frugal crafter, can you see that you can still use the middle? You can use the middle for, and it's great if you want to, especially if you want, what's the word, it as a template. It's great if you want it as a template for whatever you want to use it for. Right, so you get the drift, like that, and then that one there, like that. Oh, I didn't cut that. Okay, I didn't. Okay, now you can do it with scissors. You can only open up one edge and you can do it with the scissors. If your hands are not like, I mean, my hands are not shaky, I just can't cut straight. Okay, right, so that is it that you can do there, right? So that's what I did here. Those are the ones that I'm going to be using. And let's set this aside over there. Right, next thing that I'm going to be doing is, and I ink them and everything. I also have a, where did I leave it? Somewhere around I had a ticket. I had a ticket somewhere around, but it went missing. It's okay. I'll just cut out another ticket. And when I'm not looking for, oh, there's it. There's it. Thank you, because I wanted to use that one because it matched everything. Right, so what I'm going to do on this one is that I am going to use these on the inside. Going to use those on the inside, so like that. Those fussy cuts, I'm going to use them on the inside. Then I'm going to place this there, and I'm going to place that there, like that. Now it came in a set of 3, but they're too large, so I'm going to just add this kind of in the middle there, like that. Okay, right, you got that? Fantastic. Now that you got it, right, so what I'm going to do now is that I am going to, now this will work well with packaging. The only problem I found, well, I think I could experience if I use packaging, was that if I slip in my journal card, the packaging might be too flimsy for me to be able to do it. That is why I am using this here. Right, so what I want to do here is that I want to take this, I want to measure that width, like that. Okay, I want to measure the width, and the lighting is not great here, and that's my width. So let me put a pencil, let me make a pencil mark there. Right, so I have some idea, and hopefully I can see it. And I'm going to cut just shy to the inside of that mark I've got. Hopefully, oh my goodness, I can barely see it with the light. So let's see. Right, that's better, and hopefully I'm right. So I'm just going to cut shy on the inside of that. So I'm going to turn it around, and I am going to cut, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces, one for the front and one for the back. So inside, inside, inside. Right, maybe there. Okay, so what are we looking at there? Nearly 8 centimeters. Okay, I'm going to cut one like that, and before I cut my second one, I'm going to measure it. Oh, too long, too wide. Let me cut off some more, because I cut on the outside of it, not on the inside. She says something and then does something completely different. Yep, that is me. Right. Oh, that didn't sound great. Let's see now. Yeah, that's fantastic. Then going to do the same with it this way, like that. Okay, so not that way, maybe that way. Is it that way? Yes, I think it's that way. Okay, but I am gonna cut some out anyway, so let's put both these in like that, and I think I might have it right, but let me line that up properly, and if I don't, I'll just cut, because it's very dark in here right now. Let's see. So this one's still longer, so I'm gonna take some out of this here, because I can't really see. Honest to goodness, I can't really see. Okay, so I'm gonna take some out there. And hopefully that will work for me. Alright, then I'm gonna take some double-sided tape like this. Okay, and hopefully I'm gonna line it up. Now let's see how long this page is. So we got that almost fine in the page. Now I gotta line up the page, and I see I did go off on one of them, but it's fine, it's fine. And because I think the transparency moved like that, so I need to cut out that much. So it is going to be a little bit shy of the page, but what I'm going to do is I think I can adjust. You see, let's do that again. It doesn't like cutting this. Clearly it's not enjoying cutting it. It's not enjoying cutting it at all. Maybe because I'm trying to cut 2 layers in one, so it's fussing. And then just also neatening it up on this side because it moved. Right, so that's that now. Okay, over there. Now what I'm going to do is going to take this and I'm going to put it here firstly, like that. Yes, going to take it and I'm going to stick it on, right? So just like that. Let's move that out. So I'm just going to stick it on 4 sides. Okay, so now that I've taken out the double-sided tape, I am just going to place it over here, and maybe not a wise decision to use that since that's going to be my page. So I'm just going to place it, and I'm using this to not align it, but make sure I know where I am placing it. If you know what I mean. Because I can't see the edge. Okay, so I've done that now. Okay, I'm going to then put this one here and that one there. All right, so before I actually put this together, what I need to do is now I need to come in and I need to put these images here like that. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to take a clip, right? I need to take a clip and I need to put this down here like that, for example. And I need to put this clip over here and say, right, where do I want my images to be? So now I believe if my glue serves me properly, I should be able to use this glue, right? And I should be able to get away using this glue to stick my images in. Right, so let's see if I'm lucky. Right, so I'm gonna pick this up and I'm going to stick it to the back one, and I'm gonna add it there, and then I'm just going to move it like that. All right, like that. Okay, and now you'll see that if I move it out, some of the glue went onto that. That's when you quickly find something to wipe it off. Right, like that. Oh, I lost my stem. Okay, I suppose it's not so serious. Right, so the glue did work nicely, and let's do the side now. So put it back online like that, making sure that everything aligns like this. And now you're going to put the bottom one, and there's the bottom one over here. Now I turned that one that way. Maybe I want to turn this one this way. Okay, so I want to put that down there. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more glue to it, and then using my clip and taking advantage of it, going to try my best to move this image. Okay, like that. Okay, and I think I'm gonna move it a little bit more to this side. Yes, and then I'm gonna clear it up quickly before it dries. All right, so there we go. Quickly, let's clear that up. Right, so I'm liking that there. All right, so now what I need to do is I need to open it up, and I need to put my double-sided tape now on it. If I wanted, I could have moved this a little bit more up, but it's stuck sharp. It's like fast. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use my glue, and I am going to use it till there, till there, till there. Okay, and all over here, then all over here, there, here, in here, in here, in here. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put it down. How's that? So not using double-sided tape, but using my glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna line it up, and I'm gonna hope that that is going to be sufficient glue over there, because that glue stuck like magic. It's going to be sufficient glue to hold this in place. Now there's leakage and seepage over here. I know that this is quite strong glue, so there's a good chance that it's going to dry clear. I think it does, but just take that little bit out there. All right, so there's it there. Perfect. Right, it's looking good. I'm liking it. Next thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to add it here. Once again, adding it a little bit to this side here. All right, so now I need to add the top and the bottom. I need to glue the top and the bottom. So I'm going to glue it here, and I'm going to glue it here like this. Okay, and I'm going to add it in like that. Right, there and there, and let's just hold it in place here. Is it straight? Here it is. There we go. And then let's hold it here. I think this is a little bit crooked. This was placed a little crooked. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take, I think I I don't know where I left one. We're going to add these here. Why do things keep on disappearing from my table? I haven't a clue. It's like here, and the next minute, chips, it's gone. Chips, it's gone. Yeah. So let's do that over here, right? Have no idea where it is, but anyway, let's go with these two here. And I wanted this to go here, and I wanted this one to go here, like that. And I thought what I'd do is I would use a little bit of this here. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Let's get the show on the road. Like that. Oh, nearly cut my cord. Oh my god, and these scissors are sharp. Would have. And that's my phone charging cord, because my phone is a little bit, battery's on the low side. Okay, so that's going to go there, like this, like that, and that's going to go on it. And I do believe the card will be a little bit big, so I don't mind trying to cut it down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the very same for this one here, like this. That's why I didn't even ink that card, because I kind of figured, well, if it's larger, it's larger. And I'm going to test out edge mahogany just now to see whether I can use that for stenciling on my card. Okay, I'm not sure whether I can or not, whether it's gonna work. I was thinking about a color, and then kind of edge mahogany came to mind, so I'm not sure whether edge mahogany is going to work. But if it does, then I'll add some stenciling to the card as well. Right, so that's basically that there. Right, next project. Oh no. Let's just put it in. Let's see. Yeah. So it's a tad bit long. Tad bit. So I'm gonna take it out about there, and for good measure, I'm gonna take about that much out. Okay. So cool bananas, because I expected it. And then later on, probably in the still shots, you're going to see that I'm using a 1/2 inch, that I'm gonna do some stenciling when I find my edge mahogany. I think edge mahogany might work. And then in the background, you've got this beautiful paper as well. I like it a lot. It is a bit fiddly to do, I must admit. Not the easiest of, the quickest of things in my case. Right, one more, and then we will call it done for today. Right, these here from the kit. And then I'm going to make waterfall tags with it. Waterfall tags. Right, so I prepped something, not everything. So I've taken these here, and I scored it at the line, you know, where it folds down, right? And then I scored it, I cut it 3/4 inch upwards. So I've done it on these two. I wanted to show you what I need to do on this one over here. Right, so what I need to do is I need to take my scoring board out. Okay, and I need to say, right, where does this tag, that part that, you know, comes down, or what is it, the part that goes in, I need to do that. Then what I do is I just fold it like that, and then I just do that to it. And then what I do is I actually I put in a line there, right? And the reason why I put in the line there is because it's from that line that I'm going to cut, right? So I take my ruler and I say from that line, what is 3/4 inches upwards? And I say, okay, so that's 3/4 inches upwards from that line. And then I take my pencil, which I found. No, I don't know. No, see, it's got no lead in it, and I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to take a pen and I am going to mark it there. And then I'm just going to follow that line like that, very lightly. And I'm going to cut. Where's my, everything seems to be everywhere right now. On that side. And I'm going to cut it on that line there. Okay, like that. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to ink it up like that. Right, so we can put our ruler away now, because I don't believe we'll be needing it. Right, so now before I go, let me just put this glue away. Oh, I'll need it. Right, so I've done it to all of them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okie dokie, I want this to be my top one, right? I want that to be my top, because I just love that squirrel. It's gorgeous. Okay, right. I want this to be my bottom one. This one here is going to be my bottom one. Some Prit, please. Some Prit, or some glue, or whatever. Like that. That's going to be my bottom one. Like that thing. And it's, sorry, I'm just fussing with it because it's not sitting straight as well. Right, so that's going to be my bottom one. Now, in changing to this glue here, I'll tell you why. Because I need to add some ribbon. Should I go thick? Should I go thin? Don't know. I think I'm going to go thin. And I'm going to go bright, as you can see. I'm going to add this ribbon there, like that, to that. Can you see that? I'm going to add it there, and then I'm going to add even this, since it's on my table. I'm going to put this, which is my double-sided tape, a small piece of my double-sided tape to hold it all in place. Right, so there we go. I'm going to add that there and that there, like that. Some double-sided tape as well, like that. Okay, like that. I'm just going to trim out the excess over here, like this. Now, I've never done this before, so goodness gracious, I hope it works. It's my idea in my head, but whether it's going to work, I'm not sure yet. Now I'm going to just add a little bit more of my glue, like that, and I'm going to stick it down. And once again, I'm going to stick it towards the edge, like that. Okay, like that. Right, then the next one, I'm going to open this out like that. Going to stick the next one down, okay, as well, like that. Going to stick the next one down over there, and all I'm worried about is that they line up. So I'm going to stick it down, but not fully, because I want them to line up. Right, so they seem lined up, so they must line up over here, down this way, like that, and they must line up on the inside as well. Okay, and now that that one is down, I want to do the very same with this one here. Okay, so once again, stick it over here and line it up there, but then bring down your tags like that and make sure it lines up the all three together as well. Okay, like that. So over here, it's important that your tags are gonna line up and you cut them properly, and that they must all be the same size, because if they're all not the same size, you're gonna have some problems, right? So all I've done there, and let's go in and sort them out like that. And right, so this one is a bit wonky like that, is a bit wonky, but I'd rather have it wonky over here than wonky meaning they don't line up. Then I've got this yarn, which is part of the kit as well. I'm going to take it now and I am going to find the middle, score the middle like this. So idea in my head, I hope it works, because this is literally an idea that I have in my head. Haven't tested it out. Okay, so if it works, wonderful. If it doesn't work, boo boo. I've learned. I've learned it doesn't work. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that in retrospect, what I would have done differently is I would have definitely printed this on much thicker cardstock, but I had no idea that I was going to be using it for this purpose. Okay, so I can give you a clue that well, a tip, not a clue, that in retrospect, if I did it again, I would print this on far stronger board. I could have you know, I could have stuck two together. I could have done that. I could have backed it with some what's that thing called, paper. So I'm gonna take pine cone. I know it's a distressed strawberry and I'm using it there, but I want something really dark and my ground espresso is not out, and just want to ink those edges up there. And I'm going to do the same on this side as well, even though I can't really say it's going to show, but just in case anything shows. Okay, perfect. Right, so that's that now. Then what I'm going to do is, voila, going to take this, okay, and I'm going to take that. I'm going to try to find the middle, which wish me luck. This is going to be fun. Is 1, 2 and a half, so 1.25, right? 1.25. Now wish me even more luck, because how am I going to see this line? So it's 1.25. I mean this mark. Okay, so I think I got it there, and then I'm going to push it in here and try to get 1.25. So need to move that a little bit more in. 1.25. Not like that was going to measure 1.25 for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, stick it in there like this, and push it to the end, and ta-da, like that. Okay, so now that that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, push it there like that. Then I'm going to add this here to the bottom like this. Okay, lining it up as center as I can. But before I do that, let's see, I need maybe so much, maybe about so much for good measure. All right, and then I need this also in here like that. Okay, so I need to add this to that as well, right, like that. So maybe I shouldn't have made it like that. Should have done that. Added this glue here, like that. There. Then added all this to it. Here, add some two-sided tape as well. Now, let's put it here, like that. And let's clean this poor thing out. Like that. And voila. So ladies, that is the end of this project for today. The 3 ephemera ideas. I tried very much to bring you something different for each one of them. Okay. So I do hope that I succeeded in bringing it to you, you know, different ideas, and they may not be unique in any way possible, but they are, I think they are my ideas. Okay, when I mean mine, this is what I choose to do. Just doing that, right? And I do hope that you can see that I tried not to use, I think the idea was I tried not to use the ephemera in a conventional way. You know, I tried not to use a pocket as a pocket. Well, no, not a pocket. I didn't use any pockets. I tried not to use a a journaling card as a journaling card, if I may say so. Or I tried not to use a what else did I use? Like a specimen card. Well, I kind of use a specimen card in the same way that you will normally use a specimen card. But I hope you get the idea that you don't have to have things that are absolutely used the manner in which they're used, right? Try to make you realize that when you get a kit, don't take the ephemera at face value, because you can always use the ephemera in any which way that you want to use it in. So that's it from me to you. Hope that you enjoyed that, and that I do hope that you are going to try to use your beautiful ephemera that you've been given in any way which you want to. Okay, if you want to use it as it is, wonderful. If you want to use it any other way, then go for it. Yep, that's me. Hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you will give it a try, and let me know if you adopted any of my ideas by posting it on my Facebook group. Okay, so ladies, don't forget to comment on each collaborator's videos, and do go back and look at our launch videos for all the instructions on how you can benefit from this. Okay, and don't forget our freebies come out every Sunday. Take care, ladies. Lots of love from me, Santhini-Sannie Creates. I do apologize for the long video, and I just want to say bye-bye and stay blessed. Bye-bye.